Title: The Riches of the Heart. In a small, dusty village, there lived a poor family in a humble, one-room house. The family consisted of Ramesh, the father, Meena, the mother, and their two children, Asha and Ravi. Ramesh worked as a laborer, doing odd jobs in the village, while Meena took care of the household and occasionally worked as a seamstress. Despite their hard work, they barely made enough to meet their daily needs. Though they lacked material wealth, the family was rich in love and kindness. Ramesh and Meena always taught Asha and Ravi the importance of helping others, no matter how little they had. The children grew up with these values and were always willing to share whatever they had with those who were even less fortunate. One year, a severe drought hit the village. Crops failed, and many villagers struggled to find food and water. Ramesh's work became scarce, and the little savings they had quickly ran out. The family often went to bed hungry, but they never lost hope. They believed that as long as they had each other, they could endure anything. One evening, as the family sat together under the stars, Ramesh spoke to his children. "We may not have much," he said, "but we have our health, our love, and our dignity. These are things no one can take away from us." Asha and Ravi listened intently, their hearts filled with pride for their parents. Despite the hardships, they never complained and always found ways to bring joy into each other's lives. Asha would tell stories to lift their spirits, while Ravi would use whatever scraps he could find to make toys or games. One day, a wealthy merchant from a nearby town passed through the village. He had heard of the drought and wanted to see the situation for himself. As he walked through the village, he saw the despair on people's faces and decided to help. He began distributing food and water to the villagers, who were grateful for his generosity. When the merchant reached Ramesh's home, he was surprised to find the family smiling and laughing together, despite their obvious poverty. He asked Ramesh how they could remain so cheerful in such difficult times. Ramesh replied, "We may not have money or food, but we have each other. Our love and unity give us strength. We find happiness in the small things, and we never lose hope." The merchant was deeply moved by Ramesh's words. He realized that true wealth was not in gold or possessions, but in the richness of the heart. He decided to help the family in a special way. The next day, the merchant returned with supplies of food, clothing, and a small sum of money. He also offered Ramesh a stable job in his town, where he could earn enough to support his family comfortably. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Ramesh accepted the offer. With the merchant's help, the family's circumstances improved. They moved to the town, where Ramesh worked diligently, and Meena continued her sewing. Asha and Ravi attended school and dreamed of brighter futures. Though their lives changed, the family never forgot the lessons of their past. They remained humble, generous, and always willing to help those in need. They understood that true wealth was not measured by what one owned, but by the love and kindness one shared with others. And so, the poor family, once struggling in a small village, became an example of how the richest hearts can turn even the darkest days into a life filled with light and hope.